सुरु भइसक्यो
अघि नै हो
ए Hi, my name is Praveen Nazar and I am talking about the computer vulnerabilities and in the OS system of Linux and Windows. So there are too many vulnerabilities in the network application and even in the hardware. So to resolve the vulnerabilities, we have talked about the software called Nessus, which has which is a scanning tool and identifies the misconfigurations and compliance issues across the range of operating systems, applications, and devices. It is very powerful and user friendly uh, software that allows security professionals to access their environment effectively. And it has extensive library of plugins which can detect different vulnerabilities from missing patches to minimize the exposure or patches to threat. It also helps to generate the documentation. So whenever the next vulnerability is uh, appeared, then we can resolve it easily. The next one. So we have run the vulnerabilities assessment in the two operating systems, Windows and Linux. So for the Windows, we have used Windows 7, and for the Linux, we have used Kali Linux and Metasploit 2. So here is the host OS and virtual used in the virtual machine and their respective IP addresses. So the host OS is Windows 11, and the devices we have used in virtual machine is Kali Linux, Windows 7, and Metasploitable.
Okay, so I'll explain this part. This is my part. We are using for this part we are using Nessus to scan our network, to scan the Metasploitable machine and Windows 7 machine and find vulnerabilities. And it is not as complicated as it looks like. Um, we just need to download Nessus from its official site, and after installing, we need to install the Nessus Essentials as it is only the really free site that is available for Nessus with limited features, but it works for us. Uh, and for Windows 7 download, it's we can just download Windows 7 ISO from uh, Windows Archive, Internet Archive, or from the Windows official site, and just make a machine on VMware or VirtualBox, whichever we're using. And we need to turn off the Windows Firewall, Windows Defender, and all the security services that use Windows comes default. And for the sake of finding vulnerabilities, we started all the services that are available on Windows 7 just to find a few more vulnerabilities. And for Metasploitable, we can just download Metasploitable VM ready machine, which is BMI or BMX file, and just directly open it in the VMware or virtual machine. And this is the interface that we see on Metasploitable. It is not as graphic as we are used to see, because it's just a hackable machine. And to scan the Windows 7 unnecessary essentials, we can do basic or advanced scan, whichever we need to do. And when we click on advanced scan, we can just write the name of the scan, give the description, and write the name of the folder that we want to store all our scans on, and give the target. For this assignment purpose, I'm giving only one target per scan. But if I want, we can give many machines, many target on Nessus, so it can scan all at once. And these are the like graphical demonstration of the vulnerabilities what are available. For the on I can see here on the pie chart that it's showing the grade of the vulnerability with colors, different colors, and it looks nice to see that what vulnerabilities has been found so far. And when I click on the machine, it gives the details of vulnerabilities that are available. As we can see, there are two critical vulnerabilities, and two mixed means this can be high to low at the same time, depending upon what are the features available and what services are open. And to scan the meta exploitable, it's the same thing. Just do the advanced scan, put name, description, and write the target. It shows the amount of critical, high, medium, lower vulnerabilities. And this is a meta exploitable just machine to practice hacking. It shows a lot of vulnerabilities and a lot of critical and high vulnerabilities. And these are the details. And these are just the details of how we're going to scan the machines. And for the report, when we Nessus generate its own report after scanning, when we can download upon our requirement, what is our requirement and how the report wants we want, and it will explain all the vulnerabilities and its summary. And for the critical vulnerabilities, I've chosen one vulnerability, one critical and one high vulnerability, and this is the demonstration. And this is the one of the critical vulnerabilities that is available on the Metasploitable. And these are the details for Windows 7. And the critical vulnerability is message queuing service. For the message queuing service, these are the details that Nessus gave us for this critical vulnerability. And this is the high rated vulnerability. And we can see the details of this vulnerability. And this is the Metasploitable. This is the critical vulnerability. It gives the explanation of what the vulnerability is. Like it's just the vulnerability Nessus gives everything that we need to know about the vulnerability, CVEs, and how to hack. And that's it for now. And my friend Vivek will explain the next part.
Dipendra.
Okay, Deependra, let's go.
Hi, this is me, Dipendra. So I'll continue with my hacking process of the Windows 7. So I'll start up with the IP address that which is the target. So it is 192.168.1.12, and the OS details is even the Linux 2.6.9. So the port details will be given at the end. So we'll be doing the Nmap scan.
Scroll.
Scroll.
It is.
So we'll be launching the Metasploitable 2 in Oracle VirtualBox, and its IP address is 192.168.1.12, which is already mentioned before. And now I'll start up with the YAMSF console, which is Metasploit framework console. Little down, please. With this, we'll go to the Armitage window. So this is the console. So with this, we will scan the OS using the Nmap in Armitage. And we will do the Nmap scan. So with this, with this, we will look for the Linux machine with the IP address 192.168.1.12. Yeah, we found that one, and after doing the scanning, is from the scan report, we can see that the FTP port is 21. We are launching the backdoor command execution. Here we can see the host name, which is host IP address, which is 192.168.1.6, and and the port number is 21. And that's how we launch the
Attack.
meta exploitable 2 is cracked and the session is created. And we can see the machine is already hacked. As shown in the screenshot, we can access the cell and can browse the files of the meta exploitable 2. Here we have created a testing directory in desktop from meta exploitable. And now we have accessed the cell of meta exploitable 2 from Kali and removed the test directory which we created before. And from the meta exploitable 2 itself, and we created a new directory named test file. And this is how we verify the test file from meta exploitable 2.
Yes.
And then Vivek will continue the further.
Hi, this is Vivek, and I'm gonna explain the attack that we did in the did for Windows 7. For the Windows 7, the IP address of the Windows 7 is the 1.11, and this OS is the Windows 7. Yes, and the service. And we can see the port details of the Windows 7 that the port has opened in the Windows 7. Now we're going to the attacking procedure. In the Windows 7, we just go to the control panel. In the system and security, we're going to add some features. And the features are the FTP service, which is the Internet Information Services, ISS manager, which is we have to install for the FTP server. This is just the installation process. So just clicking the ISS manager, we can see the installation, and installation is finished, and you can see the information ISS manager in the administrative tools. Now we're gonna open the ISS manager. Here we're gonna add a FTP server, a name which is named as assignment 2 assignment, and we can give the directory for the FTP server, and we're gonna give the IP address of 192.168.1.11, which is same as the IP address of the same device, same VM. Under SSL, we're gonna select the no SSL option, and we're gonna give the authentication to both anonymous and basics with the permission of read and write. And finally, you can see that the FTP server is created. And then we're gonna add an account name FTP user at the Vivek. We can see there's no account. There's only the admin account, and we're gonna add the account here. You're gonna put we're gonna give it a password, a simple password. And now the IP address of Windows 7 is same as the FTP server. Now the IP address of the attack machine, the Kali Linux, is 1.6, and we're gonna create a password list of 3-character password list using keyword 1234 by using crunch, and we're gonna use Hydra. We're gonna use the Hydra to attack the FTP server by using the password that we created before. And yeah, as shown in the screenshot, we have attacked the FTP server, and we can find out the password of the username. And we are also creating another password which is 4-character long, and the which is using a BA21 keyword, and we using a Hydra to attack the admin user, and you can find out the password of the admin is AB12. And that's the attack. And there are some methods that are used for system hardening, using seal security architectures, which provide mechanism for access control and security. Regular software and patch can fix some issues, and configuring IP tables or firewall can be configured to restrict the inbound and outbound traffic. And using key-based authentication and instead of password can give us a strong security. And disabling unnecessary service gives also a extra layer of security for us. And installing IDS is the best option for OS protection. And there are some techniques for the Windows too. In the Windows, we should always open the Windows Defender for the basic layer of security. And we can also use the extra third-party antivirus for the extra layer of security. And also here also we should also disable the unused services. And then and we should always use the latest hardware and the latest software. In summary, you can see that by using and implementing the above techniques, we can add in the Linux and Windows OS for some extent, and we should do the regular update and vulnerability assessment so we can significantly decrease the threat data in the system. And these are references, and that's all for the assignment. Thank you.
तिमी मार्क्स चलाउनु छोड न म
No.